This is the enviable life. A woman bought an entire wilderness in Oslo, Europe. Spent 2.5 years building it into a dream house. Not only did they plant 2 melons weighing 1 kilogram in the greenhouse and make them themselves, and accompanied by cats and dogs, they lived a secluded paradise life. The wilderness in front of us is overgrown with weeds. The urgent task is to build shelters and farmland. After clearing an empty space, the two of them erected a wooden board as a base. Luca is fixed behind the base with a steel frame. You can lay wooden boards around it to avoid encountering wilderness thieves. Also install a wooden door to ensure the safety of tools inside the house. This wooden house serves as a tool bench and a resting place in the early stages, in order to eat the fruits and vegetables grown by oneself as soon as possible. First, you need to build your own farm and start planting. A planting shed surrounded by wooden boards and soil. You can directly sow and wait for harvest. A few potatoes with soil and licorice. In order to prevent being followed by the neighbor, it is still very necessary to enclose the vegetable garden farm with iron fences. The gravel that was ordered earlier has already been transported and arrived. Lay stone bricks between the shelter and vegetable garden. This accelerates walking and construction speed. Transport truck of gravel to the ground. Spread evenly between the stone slabs. Force Jang Luca to unify all spacing. The tolerance is shortened to within 3.14 centimeters. Nia is tidying up the garden on the other side. Watering and fertilizing have already caused many seeds to sprout. Eating organic vegetables is just around the corner. By the time I woke up the next day, many small grasses had already emerged from the ground. So Luca also accelerated the progress and began drilling and laying the foundation. As the saying goes, if the foundation is not worked on, the earth will move and mountains will shake. After personally crafting the wooden and steel frame, my girlfriend Nia has also mixed the cement. The foundation poured in this way can only be stabilized like an old dog. Next, we can build a house base on the foundation, after the steel frame is smoothly lowered. In addition, the legs and horses will reinforce the connection between each other. This simple job Luca worked from day to night. The next morning, I woke up just in time for the wooden board to arrive. After laying the pieces of European pine board in order, you can use glue to strengthen the connection at the gap. Next, all we need to do is set up the surrounding walls and frames in the same way. Internally, there are 21 separate halls. In order to increase the space and sense of hierarchy, an additional attic has been added. The flowing straight window is also uniquely creative. The whole house has reached a topping out stage. The inclined triangular frame can allow accumulated water to slide off in rainy days. The iron frame under the sunset in the wilderness is truly beautiful. But not long after I was happy, I really encountered a storm. The newly laid European pine board is quite prone to decay when soaked through. The entire framework is also in jeopardy. Next, we must first build a roof to provide shelter from wind and rain. Flexible Nia laid wooden boards in the bedroom on the second floor. My boyfriend is responsible for delivering on the ground. Exquisite coordination even resulted in rainbows after rain. Both of them also made a wish for smooth future construction. After completing the roof, we made wooden fences for the house using scraps of material. This also facilitates laying a waterproof surface for the entire house. Even in the face of wind and rain, there is no fear. At this point, the vegetables in the field can already be harvested. Delicious fruits and vegetables and farm cabins. Everyone is looking forward to the appearance when the construction is completed. Luca stuffed insulation, cotton inside the wall frame, to avoid spending most of the night at home with the dog. At the same time, the roof also uses the same formula. To prevent the attic from overheating in summer, make small holes in the second floor to accelerate air circulation. The windows on the rooftop are made of transparent plastic panels. You can wake up every day and face the sea, where the spring breeze and flowers bloom. As the indoor pipeline layout progresses, the two of them also arrange double open doors. A door lock resembling a camera is full of modernity. Luca and Nia will use steel plates to lay on the roof. Fix it with screws to prevent wind and rain. Even if a strong wind of level 8 blows, it cannot be blown away. To avoid waste, it is also convenient to arrange steel plates for the walls. From a distance, it looks like a high-end and elegant container. The pre-reserved straight window is just filled with transparent plastic, used for observing outdoor bears at night. Big Bear two-headed rainbow. The whole wooden house is coming to an end, with only some details waiting to be perfected. The frame at the doorstep is just laid with short wooden boards. You can still sit at the door and be companions with cats and dogs. The damp ground made both of them feel annoyed and restless. Decided to install a fireplace chef in a pure wooden home. Pour cement after selecting the location. Cut holes outside to allow pipes to exhaust smoke. Just set up a fireplace at home. Make modern wooden houses warmer in order to make the cabin fully functional. The lower part of the bedroom serves as an entire kitchen. Apart from a complete set of small household appliances, there are also handmade wooden cabinets. After cutting a hole in the sink, adding a faucet allows for direct use. For the sake of beauty, my wife also brushed on the popular gray water. The space next to the cabinet is reserved for the induction cooker and small oven. This open kitchen is completely obstructed. Next, we can move in more furniture. The floor is also made of light wood grain to give the interior a more textured feel. The utilization of the entire space and color matching belong to the category of mountain climbing scenery. Nia, who has a strong pursuit of aesthetics, began painting the walls. The white wall is paired with a subtle European pine wood grain. It looks very luxurious in the sunshine. Indeed, it is still white and does not appear black. On the second floor, all you need is a mattress and a blanket. However, the two also discover some issues. The gaps between these wooden boards are quite large. Next, a seal must be added to reinforce and beautify it. At the same time, outdoor bathrooms and off-grid power systems will also be built. Recently, crops on the farm have often disappeared without a trace. Luca had no choice but to add more barbed wire. For the convenience of entry and exit, wooden doors are also added. The entire farm has been protected, and in order to make it more convenient to work from home, a stretchable desktop has been bound to the wall. However, the electricity consumption of computers and other electrical appliances has become a big problem. Away from the city, only Luca can build his own power grid. Based on latitude and longitude calculations, it has been decided to clean the solar panel at 20 degrees Celsius. 5 panels for daytime storage and nighttime use. As a whole family, there is more than enough. Coincidentally, my wife harvested a pile of corn in the field. Pour it into the oil pot, and it will explode easily. I got a bowl of delicious popcorn. The two of them sat at the door, stuttering and drinking. Basically, this is everyone's dream. To take a hot shower before going to bed, connect the water pipe to the water storage tank, and use a solar-powered water heater to heat it up. I even intentionally surrounded the shower room with wooden boards. However, due to the large amount of water resources required for farming and grooming, we must dig out channels to collect rainwater, and purify with a filter to obtain clean water. The advantage is that all the dishes are organic and have no harmful effects. Entering the house, Luca started painting the bathroom. Gray and white walls paired with European pine wood grain. Arrange some daily food tools. Make the bathroom feel luxurious. The two of them have already prepared firewood for winter. Add some firewood to the fireplace. You can have dinner just made by your girlfriend, Nia. They are all planted and just picked by themselves. In order to accelerate the construction of farm villas, Luca decided to build a studio next to the 3-bedroom, 1-living room. After enclosing the foundation area with wooden boards, it can ensure the stable placement of seal bars. Next, all we need is a cradle cement truck, while pouring cement into the frame at the edge of the wall. However, one must pay attention to their positioning. Otherwise, it will become a sculpture in place. After waiting for it to dry, you can use screws that pass through the wooden bracket. The steel frame can remain motionless inside the bracket, pushing up the frame to become the wall structure of the cabinet. And the style also remained the same as before. The construction this time was also done with ease. After completing the sloping roof at the top, all steel frames have been completed. Just need to lay container steel plates around and on top. All solar panels can still be placed on the roof. Not only does it make the irradiation more sufficient, also saves a lot of space before going out. For safety reasons, all corner joints have been reinforced. Finally, add a transparent window. Next, move the original workbench and tools into the house. And the European pine wood is used to remove osmanthus and brush the clear cement. But for the couple, it's just the beginning. After all, the two of them occupied the entire mountaintop. They plan to move the trees in these deserts. They decided to build a super large villa here. But this project is still in the planning stage. Now we can only live in a wooden farm for now. There are cats, dogs, and self-built farms to satisfy food and drink needs. Electricity relies on self-built power grids. All the bumps are purified water from rainwater. Can continue to build their own dream home.